next job.
Yeah.
3 steps. Design, set up the machine, and then run. So I'm going to walk you through this, but I want you to do everything. Okay, right? So design. Let's pull up the design for, you know, the heart. Oh,
Sorry.
yep, go ahead. Okay, so here you're assuming that this fits around the heart, right? Like this is going to match that, right? If I,
Yeah.
let's see, close, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's leave it at that. Now, you're going to place the heart so that it matches that guy right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know, typically you want to make sure that this is perpendicular, so you should probably have an angle or something. But you know, most people doing it by hand shouldn't be it shouldn't be too difficult. But it would be nice if you had like one of those right angle squares from like Home Depot. That way you can line it right here, have it come this way, and then straighten it out. You know what I mean?
Should we get one? Is that
Well, it just would.
like those carpenter things, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
In my opinion, a right angle would, you'd have a right angle like this, and all you do is you put this in place, slide this up there, rotate it, and done.
Can you write down to buy one of those on the side? So we
What's it
get
called?
just like a right angle
The
ruler.
right angle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, this is what you're doing. Oh, I think that's right. Oh, that's close.
Right. No,
Right?
I see what you mean.
Right. So that will help you with your setup. But let me just come close then, because it's just practice. There. Okay. So actually, you brought up the design.
Cool, right?
Nope. What's the first step with setting up the machine? You wrote them down. There are 4 steps.
Oh, we're going back.
Every job, there's 4 steps.
Okay. Okay, that's for every job. I thought you were starting.
Nope. Every job, there's 4 steps. Yep.
So then the materials, set tool, home, and surface.
Right. I would peel that first page off and just put it right there, because every job that we're going to do, even with glass, rotary, won't matter. You're going to do the material, you're going to do the tool, you're going to do the home, you're going to do the surface. So,
Go ahead.
Okay.
first step is,
Set the material.
okay, so let's set the material.
Here.
Yep. And so one thing that you'll see, and let me help you out with this. You see how low your edge guides are, and it's sort of maybe a little bit difficult. You can always raise them a little bit higher, right, to have a better edge to push up against. So let's let me see. Oh, we're a little short there, huh? Yeah. Well, you can only get them so high without modifying here, right? This is perpendicular because it's cut straight, right? So let me just put that there, and like that, right? Then I'm going to take another one. This is the whole blocking technique, right? And because you have ones that you've previously
You want another square?
Square?
There's one right behind you.
right, but it might not be square with this, right? Let me let's check. Yeah, see how it's
Oh, okay.
right?
I see.
So I can come in here, but you know, easily I just come in here. So now I've blocked it, right? I'm preventing it from moving. So now my quality is going to go up because this isn't moving
Yeah, there's
anymore.
no shaking of any
Right?
kind. Yeah.
Okay.
So even though the surface is much bigger than the knife set, you should still
What is
always
it
block.
that- What is the item? The solid carbide what?
This is the item number.
me see.
Okay.
This is the
Oh yeah,
type.
that's it. Yeah.
So you said there are 2 items. I only see one.
You must order 2 of those.
2 of the same.
2 of the same.
Okay.
Because if you get the setting wrong and it snaps, you have a backup.
Oh, I see.
Like-
Versus
Because you're gonna be
screwed
you're
for a
gonna
couple
be
days.
you're gonna be
Yeah.
cussing the thing
Yeah,
out,
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like, well, just be prepared.
No.
Okay. So what I want you to do, I demonstrated it. I explained it. I demonstrated it. Now I want you to imitate it. So I want you to set this piece up using these techniques. See,
I mean, usually acrylic doesn't really move. As you can tell, I mean, I have a hard time trying to take it off. And,
Right, but what you'll see is even this acrylic,
Uh-huh.
there'll be a little motion to it. So when you block it, you're sort of creating a little fixture,
Oh, okay.
Right. And yes, if you want to trust that it'll hold, you know,
Okay,
that's.
Okay.
I'll leave that to you. And you'll see if you didn't set it up straight, it won't match. Because you want to push that square up against the edge guide. Okay? So that's step one. What's step two?
We got to the tool.
Okay. So now here, let me take a look at your design. It should tell me everything I need to know. Not engrave. Okay, so when they created this tool path, do you know what tool they used when they created this? Or no?
Way to
Okay, so let me do this. Let me do this. Let's take a circle. And let's go from. Actually, let me do this. Measure from. Nope. Measure from here to here, roughly. Start and side distance. So that is 12 thousandths, which means you're probably using a flex 15. So close. Okay. Let's try that. Okay, so step two is what?
The tool.
Okay, what tool do you use? I know, I mixed everything up on you, so.
No, wait, the 15.
So it was the 15 that you used?
Yeah, it's one.
So this is the 15. Okay. Okay. So now I've thrown everything off because, well, I'll just, where's the, okay. This is the number one tool that grows legs and walks, and I'm pretty sure you've like had it roll under before. So luckily it's not too busy back here, but be careful about losing this. Setting the tool. Okay. This is how you set the tool. We've got numbers on this dial, right? Okay. The numbers represent a reference. We always start at 0 when we're setting a tool. Okay? So the way I want to set my tools is I start at 0. Okay? I'm going to back this off about a couple of inches because when I put this in, I don't want it sticking out the bottom to start with. Right?
Oh, okay.
So I back it off a couple inches and then I thread this in. Okay? Tight. I want to make sure that the nose cone is tight because if it's loose, it'll lower its reference. So I start at 0, nose cone's tight, back this off a couple of inches, and thread it in. Okay, now I'm going to jog over, and I want to be on a flat area, not a place that's engraved. So I'm going to come over here. Have you done this?
No.
Okay. Then I switch my. You know how to jog the machine over, though, right?
You just hit jog and then over and then.
Yeah, so this way, that way, this way, that way, right? You always want to hold it facing this way, that way right goes right, left goes left. Now, I hit jog mode with the light on, and it will come down now instead of going this way, right? I want to send this down until the light goes on this sensor. So get in here close and I want you to show the light. Okay. What that means is I've come down far enough to trip that proximity sensor. Okay. So here.